helicopters have is the 4-axis autopilot, which makes the mission accomplishment that much more better. It's a glass
flying does it normally do in a month during election time, just to get an idea?
I think during election time it flies on above 70 to 80 hours in a month.
Wow, 70 to 80 hours.
Yes, during the election. But
and normal flying?
I thought I had everything I needed to make good helicopter-related content in India. Access to machines, relationships with the owners, and a working knowledge of helicopters. But none of that matters unless you have a good production and a basic understanding of how to stay in the shot. This is a video about the 109 SP and how I learned this. Our journey starts at Rohini Heliport in New Delhi. I'm here to visit OSS management and check out their 109 SP after it came back from the Bengal elections. Two things I figured out right off the bat. One, bring a hat next time to the heliport. I mean, look at my hair. It has its life of its own at this point. So next time, hat for sure. And secondly, and more important, bring a mic when you're trying to do a shoot at a heliport. Because while I'm trying to give you gems of knowledge here, none of the audio was usable because, too much noise. For an idea of what it sounds like, here's a snippet.
They are one of the oldest companies managing helicopters in India. They actually used to be distributors for Leonardo, and as you can see, they are the authorized service centers for Leonardo helicopters in India. So we're going to go inside and check. If you want to, also, there are Robinsons right there. I don't know how well you can see them. I'll try and zoom in, zoom out. We are now going to be doing the Robinson series today. We'll come back for that one. That's 109 Power. Today we're going to be doing the SP, but this is an older variant for you. Just get a look at it. And those big beasts out there, I'll just put it this way, I don't think anyone on the civil aviation side is looking at that, so we're not going to cover those.
Fortunately, once we moved inside the hangar, things got a little better with the production. The machine looked fantastic, and the engineering team was getting it ready for its next level of charters. But it had just come back from carrying ministers for the West Bengal election. And today, it would be carrying my content, because obviously my production wasn't up to mark yet. Even with my shoddy camera work, you should be able to tell this is quite a magnificent machine. There is definitely a strong focus on style and look, but also performance. After all, this is an Italian machine, and just like everything else the Italians do, whether it be Ferrari in cars or Versace in suits, there's a strong focus on style and performance, and the 109 SP is no different. The tail, the nose, both are built not only for performance, but definitely also to look good.
Just gonna walk around.
Full disclosure, during the actual shoot, I completely forgot to focus on the wheels. You should start seeing them a little bit in this visual right here. Those wheels, right there. One of the most important features of the 109 SP, actually the biggest differentiator between this version of the machine and the Trekker version of the machine that comes with skids. And the retractable wheels is actually one of the bigger reasons why we positioned this one as a VVIP machine, while the model 109 Trekker, which came out later in the life cycle of the 109 series, is positioned more for all use purposes. It's like EMS and firefighting and landing in temporary helipads. And if you don't think the wheels should make that much of a difference, let's not just trust me. Let's hear from pilot Sandeep Sharma, one of the most experienced pilots of the 109 SP. He gives a unique view on why the wheels make a difference.
Okay, I'm Captain Sandeep Sharma. I've been flying for many years, earlier in the Air Force, now in the Civil Street. I've flown a Bell 407 and now flying Agusta 109 SP.
I had interviewed Captain Sandeep Sharma before making the visit to the heliport, so I already had his perspective by the time I had been there. Unfortunately, I won't be able to show you the whole video because, A, it was a very long video, an interview, and I do not want to edit the whole thing. And B, even if I wanted to, I'm just really bad at it, so I could not edit the whole thing. So I'm just going to give you the snippets that I found important.
See, 109, one of the biggest advantage, which may not be seen very clearly, is it's a low height. Most of the other helicopters being in skid version, So the height is a little more, slightly uncomfortable for the VIP to get in. But as far as 109 SP or the Leonardo class, 109 class of helicopters are concerned, it's very easy for a person to slide in and comfortably sit inside. Whereas some of the other helicopters, that may not be there. And like how we noticed whenever we're flying a VIP, and many times they are slightly older also, so they require a step ladder for them to get in. But we do not face that kind of a problem at all. The low height is definitely goes into the advantage of this particular helicopter.
Now back to the helicopter and my very in-depth analysis.
This is the other very unique factor about the 109 SP is its nose. But all the 109s, you can very easily spot the 109 in the sky because of its nose and tail.
So as you can tell, I started to run out of things to talk about this machine because I should have scripted this better, but I did not. Luckily, the engineer who naturally knows this machine was able to step in and provide some insights.
Of this one, this machine
Yes,
itself.
because it's having a seating configuration other than the aircraft. It's having a front row seat, like in a normal air.
Like passengers, they don't face each other.
That's the usual configuration.
Yes,
it's facing
usual
each other.
configuration.
Usual configuration, you find this seat in this direction.
Okay.
But,
That's the club seating.
Yeah,
And this
club
is-
seating,
What do
yeah.
you call
This
this
is
seating?
the aircraft seat.
This is the aircraft seating. So the VVIP sits in the
sits
back.
over their back.
Okay.
Whatever they discuss, they front row passenger doesn't
Cannot.
able to.
And
Need
is
not
it-
to face, other
And
people.
this is the curtain in the cockpit, so that if you want some privacy, passenger want some privacy, or
They put it
captains want some privacy, they can pull it out.
Is the
Even
curtain the common one, or do you have other ways also to block the?
No, this is the only curtain, because
Only
in
one.
other 109 aircraft you don't have these curtains also.
Got it.
Because they have
the normal
club seating, so seats are like this. So you can't
Facing each other,
yeah,
right?
yes.
So anyway, it doesn't open the back.
So while initially I had planned to mostly do all the talking about the 109 and the generic SP series, I realized it was a lot more interesting to hear these guys talk. Unfortunately, I only realized this halfway through the shoot, so wasted a lot of good time, but at least I got there. And let these guys keep cooking, because a lot of the stuff that they came out with was very interesting, genuinely very interesting.
SP cockpit is same like this, all SPs.
Got it.
But it is different than the 109S and E.
This is a little different.
Yes,
I've seen different versions of this one before. Yeah. How? What about leg space? Do people complain about the leg space?
You find it that this is the most VIP person seat over here.
Okay.
And this leg space is the most important one.
Can I sit
And this
inside?
leg-
Just
yes, of course you can see.
Because I'm
And,
almost 6
have a
feet,
feel
so
of
it will tell me.
You will feel that the leg space is much more comfortable than the other aircraft.
See, the only thing with the 109 SP always I feel is the headspace, right?
Yes, this
The
is
headspace is a
the
little
issue with all the aircraft from the SP.
I can take the 429 that way.
Yeah.
There's a lot more headspace in that one, so
Yeah.
it's easier.
This is a higher-
But I do like the leg space here. The leg space is not too bad as a 6-foot person. And this, I guess, is for the storage.
Yes, storage. And because of the sitting configuration, you will find that nobody, other person legs will not touch with your legs.
Huh. Usually, do you find the
Usually-
person flies alone in the back seat and his bodyguards in the front? Is that how it's
Yes,
usually?
yes, sir, that's it. I mean.
And this was flown a lot in the elections right now, right? For Bengal elections.
Yes, it had gone for a Bengal election also. It has flown for the
Assam election
Assam
also.
election also.
And how much flying does it normally do in a month during election time? Just to get an idea.
I think during election time it flies on above 70 to 80 hours in a month.
Wow, 70 to 80 hours.
Yes, yes, during the election. But
And normal flying is what?
normal flying is up to the CMs of the which state it is.
It depends upon
the
yeah,
CM of that
CM
state. But normally it fly for
It was
25
lot of
to
flying in
50
Assam.
hours.
Lot of flying in Assam.
Like I know during elections or VIP flying, non-election flying, they say average is 20 to 30 hours.
30 to 30
Yeah.
hours.
So this is almost
Yes.
double of that. It's flying the one.
So as you heard, this machine has been a favorite for election flying both in Assam and West Bengal, and then I think its next destination was also going to be political. But the most surprising endorsement that the engineer gave was regarding its colors.
The color of the aircraft is such a unique color that if somebody fly for a month or so, everybody thinks that this is his lucky color.
Really? Has it won a few elections here and there? It's won a few elections for people, huh?
And 2 days after this shoot concluded, it was announced the person who flew this machine for the elections actually won in a landslide. I'm not going to say who it is, but why don't you take some guesses? Now, I would love to talk to you about the avionics on this $8 million machine, but unfortunately for this video, but fortunately for the world, I am not a pilot. So let's go back to Captain and ask him his thoughts.
Questions. Flying the 109, do you feel the performance of the one specific area shines above the other ones compared to the other models out there, or do you feel
One of the best things I found about this 109 SP is, which of course most of the helicopters have, is the 4-axis autopilot, which makes the mission accomplishment that much more better. It's a glass cockpit, and which improves the awareness, and the entire avionics is user-friendly, which does help both the crew to maintain their overall orientation and mission accomplishment. That is one of the best things I find.
fantastic?
Because this machine is avionics heavy. One thing which we have to be a little careful about is the battery. Battery, it may sound a little trivial, but then you have to be a little careful about it, that and it's only for the first start. How we alleviate this particular problem, or we get over this problem, is many times we do use an external battery which helps us tide over the situation, but it generally doesn't happen if you are a little careful about, and this is, I'm sure, very, very common for all the helicopters which have a lot of avionics, like glass cockpit. So this is the only thing which I find. Otherwise, that we need to be a little careful. Otherwise, there is no issue at all as far as 109 SP is concerned.
Oh, while we're here, another very important soundbite about the engines.
One of the biggest advantage of this helicopter are these engines. They do not have any cooling down time. You can shut down and the next minute you can start up again. So that is, it gives you flexibility, like you've landed and now you realize within no time that you have to start up again. So this aircraft that way is definitely much better than few of the engines which do require the cooling down time. That means they have to wait for a certain duration before the temperature comes down to a particular level, and then they can start up again. But this does not have that limitation at all.
Well, that's all, folks, for this one. That was the 109 SP run by OSS Management, VT OSH. Hope you guys enjoyed it, even though the editing was pretty shoddy and the camera work, well, let's be honest, it was headache inducing. But if you sat through this all as a treat, I'm going to leave you with one last video shot that I did about the interiors. I think it's quite cringeworthy, but hopefully it amuses some of you guys at least. So take it away, myself.
So I'm quickly just going to show you the machine. So if you look down here, as they mentioned, the seating is very different. The club seating would have someone across. This one, we have more of a car seating. As you can see, the leg space is pretty significant. I'm almost 6 feet, no problem sitting here. The head space is a bit of an issue. Obviously, if I'm on the taller end, so if you're 6 foot plus, or if you're wearing a turban, may not work that well. You have your normal hooks here. This is all standard. The lighting system, your AC system, your lights. These are your the doors on both sides.
Doors on the both sides.
Boards on both sides, so you can open it. Obviously, don't do it mid-flight. Standard seat belts. So yeah, this is the 109 SP.